level physics class today, we are going to be learning a topic called electrostatic, which is our part A. In this topic, we are going to be treating about the introduction aspect of electrostatic and some other laws, which we call the Coulomb's law. Let's move on to the outline and see what we have. Coming out to the outline, the very first thing we are going to discuss in our outline is the introduction to electrostatic. We're going to discuss about Coulomb's law, and we're also going to relate Coulomb's law with other force fields, and we're going to learn about charges in space. But before we start, my name is the Ambassador, and you're welcome to my class. Picking the very first thing we have, which is the intro to electrostatic. Initially, when we hear the word electrostatic, the word electrostatic is gotten from two words, meaning electricity, then static. Okay, electricity, then static. So when we talk about electricity usually talk about current, or you don't call it current, you can just say charges. Then static usually comes with a word like rest, or most of the time we call them potent. So these words, combining them together, has given us a glimpse of what we are talking about. For instance, we are about to study charges at rest. So that means electrostatic is the study of charges at rest. But let's come to the definition and see what we have. Okay, at first, we want to discuss about the meaning. Now, what is the meaning of electrostatic? It was written that electrostatic is generally known as the study of electric charge at rest. Like I said, the word electro there refers to charge, and the word static there refers to rest. So whenever we are talking about electrostatic, we're referring to charges at rest. So a typical one we are talking of today is what is the definition of electrostatic? What's the definition of electrostatic? Definition: written that electrostatic can be defined as a branch of electricity that deals with the study of charges at rest. As simple as that. Now, when you look at this definition, you will see there's something very, very common, and that is what charges. So the question is, who discovered charge? What brought about charge? What are charge? So that's what we're going to deal with. Let's go into the work. Coming down to this, who discovered charges? A man called Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin is an English mathematician. He discovered charges in the year 1706. So this man called Benjamin Franklin is an English mathematician. He was one that discovered charges. And this man gave us two classifications of charges. Okay, so the kind of charges that Benjamin Franklin gave to us are just two kinds. We have what we call the positive charge and what we call the negative charge. Now, I would love to explain some things about these charges. Let's look at it very, very careful. If you observe, we have a charge that is called the positive charge, and we have a charge that is called the negative charge. Now, this charge you are seeing, they are having what we call electric line of force. Now, what do we know by electric line of force? Electric line of force are the lines that shows the direction of the charge. As you can see, this line is indicating the direction of the charge. So because of that, we call them electric line of force. That's one. Another thing again we are going to talk about is the electric line of force is giving us an understanding between a positive charge and also an understanding between a negative charge. Now, when you observe, charges from the positive charge always leave the electron. As you can see that the charges here is giving us the direction at which the current is going to. It means that the charges are leaving the electron. But when it comes to the negative charge, it's showing that the charges are entering into the negative charge. So charges leave the positive charge and charges enter the negative charge. So what would I say? Is initially telling us that charges flow from the positive to the negative. That means from the positive to the negative. So charges can never flow from negative to positive. So this is a typical example or typical understanding we should know about charge that was discovered by Benjamin Franklin.